Hi, everyone. I don't see a recording light yet, but I'm assuming we're on since Shay assured me we were. So we're starting now for the advanced Pilates class, and let's get started. So we're beginning with footwork. So if you're starting seated, you can roll back into your upper ab curl, support your head with your hands, elbows in and down, feet together in a frog position. Inhale, push the legs out, and then exhale, frog back. Lengthen away, squeeze the legs together, returning. The heels stay pressing into each other so you find that engagement through the inner line of each leg. Let's just do one more. And now point the feet, stretch them out, the legs now in parallel. Try to prevent yourself from rocking back and forth with the torso. So try to really hold the upper ab curl and hold the head steady while you move your legs. We'll do one more. Pull the knees in deep. Now flex the feet and reach out through your heels and then drag that in. You adjust the height of your legs to whatever feels right for your core and for your back, right? So you don't only want to feel it in your abs, you want to be sure that the way you feel it in your back is appropriate. One last one like this. Come in, extend the legs up to the ceiling, and we inhale to point and exhale to flex the feet. Heel ball toe and toe ball heel. Really work through the foot. You can spread the toes when the feet are flexed and point the toes when the feet are also pointed. And end in a soft point, circle the arms around and hundreds, pumping the arms here, inhaling and exhaling. Deep breath in and a long, slow breath out. Gaze again, fixed down at your navel. The legs squeeze each other and stretch out to the center of the sole of each foot. So you don't want to overgrip with your toes. You want your toes to be just a little soft, a little space between them. And the arms working here, reaching long at your side and squeezing in just a little bit around the outside of your rib cage. Try to think, even though you're in a curve here, in a forward flexion, bend forward, you want to think about the collarbones a little wide so your shoulder blades drop and fall away from your ears. Let's just go for one more breath. Exhale it out. And then you can fold everything in and lay yourself down, stretch your legs out and your arms at your side for your roll up. So we lift the arms up and back, bring the arms forward, lifting the head, neck, and shoulders. Exhale over the mat, over yourself, dive over your legs, reach forward here, the belly gets pulled back, and then we start to curl the tail forward and elongate the spine into the mat, 1 inch, 1 vertebra at a time. Stretch the arms behind you, and then we lift up again. Exhale before you need it, and then keep that exhale going as you go forward and dive out over your legs, pull the head out between your thumbs, and then start with the pelvic curl. The tail moves forward and then up the wall in your mind, you're in front of you, to bring your body down with control to the ground. And taking it again, the shoulders fall back. So we don't want to see that the shoulders are hunched. You're really trying to pull the head forward and let the arms just be carried by the movement of your spine, of the rib cage, and then bring it down again. And once we're down, we'll stay down, circle the arms around, and you might need a little more space for your rollover. So I'm going to move forward. And here, fold the knees in, lift the legs up to the ceiling, and we bring the legs up and overhead. Now we flex the feet and open the feet about 4 inches. Press through your arms and then bring the spine down slowly. Reach them out. I'm going to go a little bit more forward and point the feet. The legs are together, going up and over here. Flex now. Open the legs 4 inches and then work your spine down. You're really pressing into your arms to engage your lats so that you work eccentrically down to the ground, resisting gravity. And then you press the legs forward with them still, feet flex, legs apart. Point the feet, close, and go over one more time like that. Feel that stretch in your back. Your gaze is back a little bit so that neck doesn't feel too compressed along the throat. And then reach the legs forward. When they've gone to your working level, you point, you close, then you open. So we're going over with pointed feet, legs apart. Exhale to get the hips in the air. Now flex, close the legs, and try to lower the heels down, get maximum stretch in the back of your legs. Like you'll feel this in your calves, in your hamstrings, the back of your thighs, and even a little stretch in the low back. Reach it out, and I feel the bring it on down. Now, this is the last one here, so we'll lower the left leg down, flexing that foot. And the right leg goes out with a soft point. I'm coming up to move back. And let's lift here, lifting your head, neck, and shoulders. Bring the left hand to the back of the leg, then the right hand. Avoid the back of the knee, come all the way up. Try to lift your chest up, widen the collarbones, sit tall here. Try to perch right on your sits bones, be as vertical as you can. And now tuck the tailbone forward and up. Roll your spine down and your hands come back with your body. Working your hands down your legs, pushing them into the leg and the leg into the arms. Arms lengthen at your side to end, and then we come up again. Draw yourself up, come up to sit as tall as possible. Maybe even pull the leg back into the socket a bit so that you can really lift your chest and come forward up onto that leg. And now we release back, rounding that low spine and imprinting it into the center of the mat. Go all the way down here, arms lengthen. We'll do one last one. The head lifts first, then the arm, coming around and up, keeping weight in the opposite foot. You might need an ankle weight when you first do this, and then inhale, bend the elbow, lift the leg, and exhale, straighten the arm to lower it. So really move that thigh bone on your hip socket here. Good, and then we're gonna lift the leg, release it if you can, and then keep the leg stretching out, the same height from the floor. As you take your spine down to the ground, release the arm here at your side. And we do the advanced single leg circle. Bring the leg over, lift your hip, and then coming down and around, the leg rotates out to the side, and you spiral the hip, the waist, the ribs, but not the shoulder blade, off the ground. So here with the right leg circling, the right side of the body is mobile, and a really nice stretch into the low back. But then you also have to work your left side to prevent that from rocking and tipping when your right leg goes out to the right. We're going to do one less circle in this direction, spiral off the mat, and then spiral down from the left shoulder to the right hip. Come all the way up to the top and reverse the circle. Left side heavy, reach the right leg to the right. Coming over, spin off the ground and then back onto it. Just let the right side of your body follow the foot. But see if you can almost delay it a little bit coming down so you get some work in your obliques. The more you reach up through the foot, the more you have time to descend with like integrity and really forethought, right? You don't want to just like slam your body up and down off the mat. Now we're here and we'll scissor switch the legs. So the right leg goes down, left one is out, right foot ends up flexed, and the left is in a soft point. Coming up for your tree. Lift the head, look to the inside of the leg. And you keep looking to the inside of the leg so that you don't tilt your torso as you come up. Your torso is still parallel to the wall in front of you. And now we curl the tail up and sink the low back down. Roll back across your sacrum, over your hips, down to your waist, down to the ribs, to the shoulder blade. Lengthen the arms at your side, and we lift again. So you can see how we're moving from one end of the spine to the other, which is something that you'll find over and over again in Pilates. So now we begin with the low back, the low part of the spine. And then stretch the arms forward, and one more time. So your hip flexors are picking you up. And then we stand tall here. Bend the elbow, release the leg forward, coming high with the leg, and then reach it out and down, once more like so. And then leave the leg in the air, extend the arms forward as well, and then curl the tail up and start to roll your back down. Should feel almost like a massage as you go down. And we lift the leg up higher and start the circle over and across. Pick up the left hip now, circle around, the leg is out to the left and high to the ceiling. Keeping your shoulder girdle grounded. So that means you're still thinking the collarbones are wide, and that left shoulder blade in particular is grounded. It's sinking into the mat. It's glued to the floor. We'll go for one more here. Remember, we want the right side to get heavier before the leg goes to the left. Come to the top, and now right side sinks into the ground. The left leg reaches out. It goes low. You pull the hip up with the movement of that left leg crossing the body, but keep the shoulder blade down. And almost picture the upper ribs there on the left peeling away from the shoulder girdle. And one more time here. And then we lift the leg and we pull that knee into your chest to rock forward and up for rolling like a ball. Come up to sitting And sit near the front third of your mat, holding onto your shins. Elbows wide, look at your navel. Lift the tail to roll back to your shoulder blades. Exhale to come forward and up into your balance point. Try to make your back as round as possible. And roll back as far as you can without letting the head touch the mat. It's okay for your hair to touch, just not your skull. The real reason is we don't want the neck to get compressed when you roll and put your weight onto it. But then also it becomes a way of just checking, do you know how much effort is needed for every movement that you're doing here in your Pilates workout? All right, so from here into the ab series. Right hand to the ankle, left hand to the knee. Go back a little further. And sweep the leg forward as the other one pulls back. You're pressing down with the hands, down with the palms, and up with the shin. Feel those legs really strong, the arms strong as well, so that strength from your limbs is also connecting you into the strength in your core. Now we'll pull both knees into your chest, double leg stretch. Most advanced, the toes go down. They skate across the floor. You lift the toes to eye level. You embrace the legs in. Another option is just taking the arms and legs out to whatever height works for you. So you reach, and then you use that big breath. The exhale, pull yourself back into a little ball. Let's stretch one more time and embrace it in. Now scissors, right leg up and left forward, and switch your straight legs. Of course, if your hamstrings are tight, when you lift the leg, the knee will be bent. Think of the legs sliding past each other like knives, like swords, through the air, cutting through it. We're going to end with the left leg up. Hands go behind your head. You pull the right leg up to meet it. Double leg, lower left. Squeeze the legs together, and then you push them forward, out and away. Exhale and bring them up towards the ceiling. And you don't want to go too fast here, right? Because you don't want to just drop your legs into gravity, and then you don't want to just use momentum to lift them. So you should feel this both on the way down and on the way up. That you're really strengthening your center against the weight of the legs and using those deep psoas muscles to pay out to lower the legs and then to pull them back in as the psoas contracts. One more like this. Squeeze the legs tight, lift them, twisting to the right, and then to the left. So try to keep your torso within the frame of your hips and your legs. So you're not just doing a little rocking from side to side, but you twist and you lift and you pull your chest and your armpit towards the inside of the bent leg. And to the left here, come back to center and lay everything down. Squeeze the legs in for a second, get a little stretch in your back, and then stretch the legs forward and the arms up and overhead. Feel that stretch through your front line. Now here, we're lifting again for a spine stretch. So coming up in a roll up, and as you lift, you can open the legs. For the advanced version, we take the arms up by the ears. If you need to elevate your hips, you would do that. This is non-traditional, not classical work, but rotate the pinkies in, take an upper back extension. It's a seated swan, and then look ahead at the wall, palms forward, and then dive forward, arms by your ears. Try to lift and curve your body around the space in front of you as if you're draping your body over a beach ball. And then think of that beach ball rolling up the front of your belly, to your chest, to your chin, and even over your face. Maybe it's in your hands now and you're reaching the ball back to the wall behind you. And then come forward and dive forward again. Then leads the way. Now the shoulders are still melting, dissolving, sliding down your back as you go forward so that you haven't shortened the back of your neck. Push down with your legs as you rise. Take the upper back extension, rotating the arms, palms face back, eyes are up and back. And once more, exhale all the way forward and down. Hold onto your legs wherever you can reach. Maybe pull the toes back more, reach forward with your heels. Get more of a stretch in your calves and suck the belly back into the curve of your spine, increasing that feeling of stretch in the low back where we tend to be tight. From here, we move into open leg balance. So holding on, hands to the inside of the legs, lift the feet up, and we extend the right leg up first. Stretch it here. And then bring it back down, heels connect, and now the left leg extends. And fold that down. Now both legs simultaneously reach up. Hold that balance point, bring it down, and again. Now we're going to hold the pose here and get ready to roll. So look at your belly, curve the tail up and roll back with that movement of the tail. Inhale back, exhale forward to balance, and again. Just like all the other rolling exercises, keep weight out of your skull as you go back, and you might miscalculate a little bit. That's okay. Just as soon as you start to feel your hair touch the mat, change direction, come forward. It's actually better to change direction before that when you're on your shoulder blades, so that the breath then helps you lift. When we're like this, come forward and up, close the legs, leave them in the air. You can slide your hands down your thighs, down your legs, or bring the arms up, roll your spine into the ground. Advanced corkscrew comes next. So the arms at your side, and we jackknife up to the ceiling. Lift the feet here. Now tip your torso to the right and go down on the right side of your spine. So you're really going down on the muscles to the right of your spine. There's a column of muscle there. Get your hip down, circle the legs around to the left. Tip your body, come in a little bit more, then go up and reach for the ceiling with your feet. And then we go down with the body tip to the left. Still the torso is right over the midline of your mat and centered between your two arms. And then you circle around. So you're rotating your spine within a very small space, coming up and lift. And now down on the right. And circle around. Get a little massage around your sacrum, up on the left, reach the legs high. Last time, we're going down on the left side and up on the right. And once we're there, we'll come down through center. So tip the pelvis as you move your legs in that circle, come up the right side, reach center, and then right down the midline. Push into the ground so you have control on the way down. And then we open the legs as you come up for saw. Extend the arms out. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, rotate here, dive over and stretch the body out, lengthen. Come all the way up, center here, and then to the left, right hand to the outside of the leg, to the ankle, to the foot, wherever you are is perfect. Come up, sit tall, unwind, spiral again. Press down through the opposite sits bone. Lifting up, center. That's your highest point as you pass through the central line. And as you're going forward, also think of going back. So that back arm reaches back and you rotate the spine so that the shoulder actually moves back in space behind you as you look with your eyes for your back hand. Lift to come up. We'll do one more to the left. See how much rotation you can find through your neck, through your upper back. Coming up, center to lower the arms down, legs together, and flip over onto your stomach here for your swan. So forehead off the ground, hands back by your chest, back by the armpits. Pull back through the elbows and in with the elbows as you lift up. And then slowly let your back release you down. The arms folding, resisting gravity again. Go down and look at the mat in front of you. Sometimes you hear the cue like you're watching a ladybug crawl across your mat away from you and then up the wall. And then try to reverse the film and come down to look down here. We're going to go up again and do some kind of rocking. So pull your chest up and you can release the arms with the legs in the air. Keep looking up the whole time. Sit back in your child's pose, round your back. And then forward onto your forearms for a single leg kick. You push the arms into the ground, you pull your chest forward and up, and kick the heel, the right heel in, pulse 1, 2, and down, now the left, 1, 2, and down, now the right. Double beat. Really watch your knee alignment. This should feel fine in the joint. You'll feel that you get hopefully a little stretch in the quad. And if you really pull the chest forward and up, you'll feel a stretch in your abs as well. One more set. Now we'll lower down and turn the head to the right. Overlap your hands on your back elbows fall. Take a deep breath in to prepare, lengthen. As you exhale, 3 beats will do. 3, your feet go into the ground. You reach back with the arms, you stretch, lifting the chest. Elbows drop, and you pulse again. Legs in unison, synchronized. Turn each time. Now we're turning to the right. Try to feel you get more range of motion with your legs with every single beat. Last time here to the left. And you rise to end. Bring your hands by your armpits. Push off the ground. Sit back in your child's pose. Let your head hang. Curl your tail under. Stretch your back. Maybe even push the mat away from you to get more stretch in that low spine. Stack your spine. And we come up, turning around for neck pull. Legs are apart, maybe 4 or 5 inches. Feet are flexed. Bring your hands to the back of your skull. Pull the head up. Elbows lift. Hinge back here with a neutral spine. It's a plank. Then when you need to, you curve the toe up. You round your back into the ground. The elbows can narrow, even the arms necessary. Coming up. Option 1, easier. Palm into your fist into your opposite palm. Straight line, elbow to elbow. Round. Push through your arms. Connect to your lats, then bring your hands to the back of your skull, pull the head forward and lengthen the neck. Don't push down on your neck here. That could be detrimental to your cervical spine. And then we lift to come up. And again, start with that hinge. You open at the hip socket, and then you curl your way down. More difficult is coming up with the elbows wide. Dive forward here. Take a deep bow. Lift the body, rising. And we'll do it again. Hinge back. Curve the tail up. The sits bones narrow as you roll your spine out. All the way down to lift here. And really round your body. Don't just pull from the hip flexors. So try to get some work bending your spine as you rise and as you go down. Then you can pull the neck long to feel that decompression in your spine. Stack all the way up. We're going to go down one more time to the ground and stay there. So we lean it back, look down, tuck, curve your spine into the mat, and we take the arms forward. So of course that's harder than a regular roll up because you've got more load away from center. Instead of the arms being forward, hands are back by your ears. That makes it much more difficult. All right. So now from here, scissors and bicycle. Speaking of difficult. So this starts as a regular jackknife. And then we'll support the hips. So you can pull your legs in, lift the feet up towards the ceiling, jackknife up. Take your hands behind your hip bones. Narrow the elbows in a little bit if you can. Be sure that your neck feels long and you're looking up and back slightly. We're going to take the right leg forward, leave the left leg in the air. And exhale, pull that right leg up into the sky. And then the left leg moves out and down the wall. Stretch it away. Pull it up with the energy from your foot lifting. You're also lifting the pelvic half. And again, right leg. So reach up to the left foot. It looks like it's just sitting in the air, but you've got to stretch through it in order to keep your body lengthening away from the ground. Same thing here. It's like there's a fountain coming up through your right leg. Reach for the sky with that foot, with that water coming through your leg. And now we're moving into bicycle. So we take the right leg out and down. As you pull it in, the left leg goes forward and away. We're working to keep the legs drawing like an oval in the air as far away from your face as you can. This will put a lot more weight into your wrist. So try to keep lifting through your feet, reverse. Leave as much energy going up into the air as you're actively pressing down into the ground under you through your shoulders and your arms. And then we lift the legs up to the ceiling. If you can, switch your hands. So the heel of your hand comes around towards the back of the pelvic half and the fingers are forward. If this doesn't work for you, just lower yourself to the ground and do a regular bridge. So we're going to see if it works for me today. Left leg down, then the right, hips are elevated. Spine in extension. Slide the right leg forward, kick it up, flex to bring it down. Point to lift, flex to lower, point up, flex down, slide the leg under, extend the left. Point to bring it up, flex and down. Point up, flex down. So this requires a lot of hip opening and upper back extension. Reach up through your hips. Release your hands if they're not down on the floor already. And then roll to the inner arm and curve the spine down here. Come all the way down and release the sacrum and then the tail to the ground. Now the middle one out of the 3 reps we do normally is just a regular bridge. So you pull the heels back, you curl the tail forward, slide the knees forward and out over your toes. Come up into thoracic extension. And then let's roll the arms in slightly. Release your back down. Let your spine sink into the ground and finally release your tail. We're going up for the second set of kicks. This one, your hands don't support your hips, but they stay on the floor. So we curl the tail up, move the knees forward, push the ground away with your shoulder blades, and now extend the left foot forward, flex to go up this time, and point to go down. So that's reverse from the first set. Flex up, point down. One more, flex, lift, point down, slide the leg under, square off your hips if the left hip has fallen. Extend the right one out. Flex and lift the heel high, point to go down. Remember, we're going to reach up through the foot to try to elevate the pelvic half, which is not supported by a leg on the floor anymore. Slide that leg underneath you, hips high, get some support, really work through your glutes here. And then roll the spine down, winding your upper back, your mid back, your low back. The tail sinks down. All right, so that's good. So here we are, we're coming up now to sitting for spine twist. And the feet are flexed. Imagine them up against a wall. Extend the arms out to the side and slightly in front of your collarbones. Press down with your arms like you're pushing your wings down slightly and grow taller. Rotate to the right, pulse 1, 2, 3. Lift to center and then to the left and pulse 1, 2, 3. Back to center, to the right. Triple pulse. And here again to the left. Let's do one more set. And last time left. Come back to center, lower the arms, and we go over onto our side. Onto our back for jackknife. Thinking ahead and I missed a step. All right, so we go up for jackknife. So I know similar ones before. Here we go again. Stretch the legs up and you jackknife up. And then slowly bring the spine down. Keep reaching for your feet without over gripping your toes. Come all the way down. I need a little more space. So we go again. And down we go. And stretch the legs forward, reach out, and lifting up here. Push the ground away. The feet rise up. Keep lengthening up through your toes as you bring your spine down. Really try to bend it and resist gravity as you go. Good, and now we can lower the feet and lay on your side for side kicks. So we stretch the legs forward, flex the feet, stack them, and take both hands here, supporting the back of your skull. Pick the top leg up, flexing the foot. Inhale, bring it forward, pulse 1, 2. Point the foot, take it back, pulse 1 and 2. Flex, point to take it back, double beat. One more time, pressing into whatever is connecting to the mat. Back to center, lower the leg. We rotate, point, bring it up, and flex, bring it down. Point, kick it high, flex to lower it. Point up, flex down, now reverse. Flex, lift, and point, stretch it away. Flex to kick it high, point, stretch it down. One more, flex up, point all the way down, développé. Bend the knee to the armpit, lift the foot, flex, and press it out and down. Draw it in, extend, flex and close. One more. Tap and reverse, go up, point the foot, bend the knee, skate it down the bottom leg, stretch it long and lift. Point, bend, exhale, forward all the way down, and last one. Rond de jambe, big circle. Inhale forward, up, back, around, and through center. Hold the body still. Try to stabilize yourself on your sideline. One more here, really press your bottom leg into the ground. And then we reverse. Take the leg back, open the hip, use your glute, lift the leg. You have to spiral it, moving the leg, then back through neutral at the end of the circle. Let's do one more here. And then the leg goes back, the top arm reaches forward. This is another bicycle. So we kick the leg forward, same name, different exercise. Pull the knee in tight to your chest, heel to the butt. Bring your heel to your sits bone if you can, swing the knee back. Open the quad, open the psoas, and stretch the arm and leg on the diagonal. And again, kick it forward. Fold it in tight. Just draw the knee back without letting it lift. If you're tight in the outer thigh, the knee will rise and try to get it down. And one more here. Hold it in. We swing it back and release and let it go on the diagonal line. Now to reverse, you bend the knee as you're lifting the arm up, reaching back for the foot. Pull the heel into the sits bone or the butt cheek, right? And then you stretch the knee back to stretch your quad. Pull that knee forward and hug it in here. Get a little more stretch in the back line of your leg and your low back. Extend the leg out, hold onto the foot or the leg where you can reach, and then swing the arm and leg in opposition. There's your diagonal stretch. Lift the arm. It's a graceful gesture as you reach back. Pull the heel in close as you push the knee back to get more stretch, not only in the quad, but in the psoas. Pull that knee in here, really tight, extend it out, reach, and then release. One more. The shoulder falls. As you take the hand up, knee is back, heel to butt, pull the knee into your chest, extend the leg out. You're trying not to lower the leg way away from you. Go for wherever you get the maximum stretch in the hamstring, and then release arm and leg. Okay, so let's go into your figure four. So bring that here and push the knee away. We're bringing the bottom leg up and then down, lift and then lower, lift and lower down, lift here, hold it up, and you circle around and up. 1 and 2 and 3. Reverse from the upper inner thigh. Think less about the foot and more about the thigh muscle health. And then we bring it up, lower the leg down, extend the top leg out, and we want to lay your arm out. And most difficult is your fingers connect, press your hands into each other, and be sure you're on your sideline. We're going to pick up, let's look at mine. Okay, so now pick up your top leg and pull the bottom leg up and then the bottom leg down. Bottom leg lifts and then lowers. Lifts here and bring it down. Lift and hold it up. Whoops. That would be the goal anyway. Top leg up and then down. Top leg lifts and lowers. Lifts and lowers. Lifts and lowers. Now the bottom leg pushes it up and then down. So as you can see, even when you've done this for a long time, not perfect. And take it up and down and lift, hold it up, little walks, big giant slides. Come back to center, lift it, lower it down. Whew, we're done with that. Onto your stomach here for grasshopper. Forehead on your hands, or your hands can be under your hip bones. Legs and turn up, lift your legs, and you clap. Really working from your glutes. Try to keep the knees off the floor. One more breath. And then lower the legs down, child's pose again. Your arms stretch forward, just curl your tail under, stretch out your back, and then stack your spine from the bottom to the top. And then we're doing the other side, of course. We don't want to miss it. And we stretch the body out. Again, you prop your head up on your hand if you can. If it bothers your neck, of course, your head is down. And both hands support the head. The earlier version, like the beginner intermediate mat, you have the hand in front of your chest. And you can still do that here if you need to. But challenge yourself, right? As we just saw, it doesn't have to be perfect to still be Pilates. So lift the leg up and flex the foot, bring it forward, plus 1 and 2. Point the foot, take it back, plus 1 and 2. Flex to go forward, to stretch it away. Flexing here Stretch it out. Let's go for one more. It'll lengthen through the calf when you flex the foot. Come back to center, rotate. Point, kick the leg up and flex, bring it down. Point to lift, flex to close. One more. Point, reach it away. One more time. All the way down, développé, bend. Pull the knee in, lift the foot, flex and reach it out. Close it down, pull it in. Extend it up, flex and down. One more of these. Tap it down, reverse. Go up, point the foot, bend the knee, skate it forward, lengthen. Flex to lift, point bend. Exhale all the way forward and down. Once more here. Point bend. Exhale, take it out, stretch and rond de jambe. Inhale forward. Exhale up, around back and through center. Reach here, out through the head as much as you are out through your foot. Right, see if that can really help you organize your body as you lengthen your torso. You become a little more stable here as the fascia tightens up. Now reverse, take that back, lift the legs, circle it around, forward and down. Reaching here to circle. And one more time. And now for bicycle, arm forward, leg back. Stretch on the diagonal, kick the leg forward to your hand. Fold the knee in tight. Swing that knee back. And then release arm and leg, stretches on the diagonal, kick it forward again. Hamstring stretch, stretch it back, release and lengthen here. And let's do one last one. Kick it forward. Fold it in tight. Heel stays to the sits bone. The knee draws an arc back in space, and then you release. Now reverse, up with the arm as you fold the leg. Push the knee back before you pull it all the way into your chest. Extend the leg out. Bring the hand as far towards the ankle and foot as you can. Stretch the arm and leg in opposition. And again, arm rises. Don't let the knee lift. Use your inner thigh to keep pulling it down. And then we pull it into the chest. We extend it forward again. And then you lengthen it out. Once more. Pulling that in here, nice and tight. Stretch it out and release. Figure four. The foot comes forward. You wrap your hand inside the leg and pull the ankle to you as the knee pushes out. Bottom leg up and then down. We're going to lift and then lower it. Bring it high and then lower it to the ground. Lift up and circle around and up. 1 and 2 and 3. Lift, reverse, circling 1 and 2 and 3. Bring it up and lower. Glute medius, your upper outer thigh. And then bottom leg pulls the top leg up and then sinks it to the floor. Lifts here and down we go. Up and then down. Lift and hold, little walks. Big giant slides. The legs stretch back and forth. Come together with the legs. You lift them, you lower them down. Good. And we are going to move into boomerang now. So come up to sitting. And extend your legs, cross your right ankle over the left. So from here, we're pushing down with the hands. Try not to lean back to lift your legs. And then we roll back, balance on your shoulders, open, recross the ankles, come up into your teaser, and then circle the arms back, pull the arms behind you, take a dive forward to lower your legs. And then we're rolling from here. So the arms are lifted. We're going to bring the arms forward and then slide the hands along the mat to press down. Push down, lift your legs, roll back, bounce on your shoulders, open the legs, recross, come up, find your teaser, and then the arms circle back, pull the navel back in your mind. You're pulling a string through your body to bring the legs down as you dive your head forward. Lift the arms, release the hands, thumbs up, palms forward, circle wide, the shoulders pull back. Bring your hands by your ankles and articulate your spine bottom to top, just like spine stretch that we did earlier. Press down to lift the legs, roll back. Open, recross, forward and up. Legs in the air, arms circle back. You pull to open the chest. You dive over your legs, take a deep bow here, lift the arms as high as you can, stretch them away, pull the head and neck forward. Release the arms, try not to drop them. Rotate the thumbs up, circle around. Hands by your ankles, articulate up. One final one. Push down, lift your legs, roll. Hip off the ground, open, recross. Come up, lift, teaser, smile, and then the arms go back. You pull, you dive everything down and forward. Lift the arms a little higher, reach them out, separate them, rotate them on the socket, bring them forward, and then slide your arms back in. And my darlings, we're done for today. Thank you for joining me for the advanced mat. And look, everyone have a great 4th of July. Hopefully you all get a bit of a holiday.